Okay, so approximately 7 hours ago, this video was uploaded called the Gooniversary. I thought it said Goosawary X from regular show at first. I'm not gonna lie, but I was just gonna watch it, sit down, chill, watch it, eat, usual activities. But I decided I was gonna record it, record my reaction, whatever I might have to say, because the title is giving a very interesting topic that I genuinely. Let's start that over. 7 hours ago, this video called "The Gooniversary" was posted. Apparently, I don't know how long ago, but some time ago, a man was caught gooning inside of his car outside of a restaurant, and I believe a lady approached him recording and told him he needed to leave. He sped off, and sometime later, he removed himself from this world. I'm here to watch this video because I am very interested in this topic and why it is called the Gooniversary. And when I clicked it earlier today and I saw about 5 or 10 seconds of it, it definitely baffled me to a degree. That was absolutely insane. And here I am now giving you my actual first reaction because I only saw 10 seconds of it. And we're going to get into this. Yeah. Is that a better intro? Hmm. Yeah, I guess. Oh, by the way, I don't use this is not a reaction channel. It really isn't. I don't usually do this. I have maybe 2 or 3 reaction videos on this channel entirely. This is not going to be edited. This is not going to have any cool sounds to make you feel more stimulated while you're watching the video. It's not going to be any vine booms or anyone in the cut yelling 6 7. I don't know. Whatever the kids are doing nowadays, it's going to be none of that. It's just going to be my face on the screen, watching a video, pausing it, and giving my thoughts when I feel like thoughts are meant to be given. So, hopefully you enjoy this. Hopefully you tune back into the channel sometime in the future if I do this again or for my other content. And I hope we can have a wonderful time. Let's get into it without further ado.
Look, have you been here before?
Yeah.
Sir, you need to leave. Unacceptable. Unacceptable.
Police say a man took his own.
Mans was in his he was in his drawers. Wait. Was he in his? Because when I first saw this, I didn't pay too much attention because I wanted to save it for if I wanted to record a reaction.
Look, have you been here before?
Yeah.
Sir, you need to leave.
Man's
Unacceptable.
hairy ass
Unacceptable.
legs. Man's hairy ass legs are just out. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Hold on, guys. Gotta stay hydrated. You know what I mean? Stay hydrated. Y'all see my Lilo and Stitch cup? I got a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle ones too. It's green. It's pretty lit. I can just press spacebar.
Police say a man took his own after getting caught committing a sex crime in the drive-thru of a coffee shop.
Say his name! Nautica! Say his name!
Nautica's death is bigger than 9/11.
This was a recurring incident that all the girls were aware of.
You killed that man. Nautica was a gooner.
He's left behind by his wife and 2 kids. Do you think
That's his name, Nautica Malone. Really cool name. That shirt is real? No. There is no fucking way that it's actually. I thought that was just the title that was chosen for this man? All right, come on.
they consider him a goon lord?
I think they view him as a loving father that did a radical thing.
I want to be just like my father. He was a gooner himself.
You know he did it in that parking spot.
No shit. That's messed up.
I analyzed that video over 1,000 times. That man had pants on.
Have you ever exposed yourself in a...
I have analyzed that video over 1,000 times. That man had pants on. Bro, unless it's some type of skin suit pants that you got that have hair follicles and shit in it, I don't know how you deduced that one, buddy. I don't know how you came to that conclusion, buddy. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe these glasses ain't working. Maybe my screen is tweaking. Maybe my laptop's resolution is just not where it needs to be. But I saw hair, and I don't know no pants that got that shit on it. So you know what I'm saying? But That is an interesting response.
Drive-through?
No, but I probably will in my future.
You killed that man! You killed that man!
Acting like it's a joke is damaging for everyone involved.
The spirit of the Gooner is really all around us.
Was that man just holding a ferret? What the fuck? Before we get into this, I do want to say something. I'm not very aware of this situation. I am very absent on the internet. I'm very absent when it comes to a lot of media in general. And I didn't ever know about this. Or if I did know about it, I saw it from like a really old Abba and Preach video or something like that. But I can't exactly recall the full details of the situation. And I don't know if it's more to it than just he was in a drive-thru doing that. But look, here's what I'm going to say. Public indecency, right? Exposing yourself to individuals without consent. There could be kids around. And look, he's in his car, but there's no excuse. Anything could happen. Cameras could capture that. It's like, I don't even know why you would want to take that risk, knowing that you're married with children. But then on top of that, even if you're lonely, whatever the fuck, there's so many other ways that you can go get your rocks off. Doing shit like that. It reminds me of that one video where it's like that, I think it's like a Latina woman, and she was in a store, and she comes out yelling like, he nutted on my leg. It was something like that. It reminds me of that. That's way worse. And then there's people that go on trains and subway stations and do it on like sleeping individuals, and it gets really weird. I would say this is one of the most toned down versions of that because he's in his car jerking it. And it's still extremely weird, but in comparison to the other situations that I just explained, it's not as bad, but it's still like, come on, dude. Come on. Oh, before I continue, I'm going to have to edit this video a little bit anyway because my intro was terrible. I just had to make sure I was recording. I ain't gonna lie. I just randomly thought about it and got scared. I feel like after I finish doing this video, I'm going to go check the video and there's going to be something wrong with it. I'm going to get pissed. And I'm still going to upload it. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to redo this and fake a reaction after I just went through all this. But I did test the audios, record the video, see how it was beforehand. And it sounded decent. The audio quality isn't perfect. But like I said, I don't do this. This is me trying. We're going to get better as we go if I keep doing videos like this. But let's get back into it. Public indecency was the earlier point. You shouldn't be doing shit like that. And the fact that this Gooniversary thing is a thing is, it's weird as fuck. It's weird as fuck. You're weird. You're weird. I ain't gonna lie. If you support this, believe in this concept, endorse this, you're weird as fuck. But maybe the video will prove me wrong. Let's see. We listen and we judge harshly.
I can't go! I can't go! I can't go!
You wake up, goon, sleep, goon, breakfast, goon, lunch, goon, dinner, goon. You're gooning about 10 times minimum a day.
Hi.
How you doing?
I keep pausing, and I'm so sorry. I know people hate it when individuals keep pausing the video, but that it's just so mind-boggling. It's baffling. Like, they're chanting about beating their shit. They are actively letting you know how they feel about it. Do y'all remember the days when Goon used to just refer to the motherfuckers Batman were fighting? What the fuck is even going on anymore?
Hi.
My name's Trey, and we're about to attend the Gooniversary. The Gooniversary is the one-year celebration of the Gooner role since Nautica Malone's passing.
Rest in peace, Goon Lord!
At the time of his death, I was currently in Los Angeles, California. I immediately drove down here and started coordinating the first Gooniversary, which was the Gooner role, which is what I'm wearing here. This was his official flyer.
Say his name! Nautica! Say his name! Nautica! Goon in peace! Goon in peace!
This is a event for men's mental health and prevention event. I think making this event is a very good, staple point for people that are in the gooning community, and it's a place where we can all come out and be ourselves. We don't have to, be in fear.
You realize like a man is dead, right? There is a genuine tragedy in this story.
100%.
And I do feel it's a bit of a joke to you.
Not at all. All proceeds today will be...
That is a valid interpretation. That is a valid interpretation. He seems extremely dead ass though. Like this could all just be satire. Like that one news channel called The Onion. It's giving that kind of vibe, but this just might be a. It's so baffling and mind-boggling that you literally could never believe this shit is actually real. It could just be that, but it's giving me The Onion news report, big time.
Donated to the American Foundation for Prevention. Everything that we're doing is for prevention.
Point of this is about prevention. You know, we've all done dumb shit before, but, you know, you had 2 kids counting on him, and you had a lapse in judgment, and now here we are.
I feel for the dude, low-key. Not that I'm, like, riding around with my pants down, going to drive-thrus or whatever, but the way it was handled and everything, I don't fuck with that.
By the way it was handled, Yeet's twin here means the Bikini Beans' decision to post the video of Nautica to their social media platforms in order to identify him, which
Keeping the video evidence, reporting him, and having the authorities get involved to have the situation assessed properly and have him charged for what he did, because public indecency is a crime. He was dead ass with his pants out. I mean, with his pants off in his car. I don't know if his cock was out too, but he was exposed enough for it to be an issue. Posting it to social media. Part of me is like, what he did was unacceptable. And there is a level of shame that is deserved for the actions. Part of me is like, and it's a minor part of me for the second part. A minor, tiny part of me is just like, that is obviously a not well individual. It almost feels slightly akin to like, if I see a homeless person doing some extremely crazy, cracked out, weird shit, and I record it and post it, face and camera and all, like, his family could probably identify him and all types of shit. It kind of, it's not as extreme as that, but it kind of feels like that. It's something that I feel like needs to be exposed, and I feel like the story would have been exposed regardless. I feel like his identity would have been revealed kind of regardless. Was this the best approach? I'm unsure. Like I'm not too well versed in the laws, so I don't know if them doing that. I don't think them doing that was illegal, since there wasn't any like actual exposure of parts, and it was just his legs was out. They were acknowledging what he was doing and like, you got to get the fuck up out of here. So I don't know. I don't think they should have led with posting it on social media if that's what they did. But I feel like inevitably his face, his name, or something would have been revealed regardless. And it's kind of just like, people would have found his social media. People on the internet would have did this themselves. If even a grain of salt worth of information was provided, I feel like they would have did this themselves. So I'm unsure about the whole perspective of, I don't like the way it was done. I don't know. Like, this some weird, crazy shit. It's like pissing at a children's park or something. It's like, I'm listing a lot of stuff that's like way worse than what he did, but it's like it's in that echelon for me to even have to consider the categories of the levels to this shit. Even if you're at the bottom of the barrel, you still in the barrel, and you're still in the drink. So
she quickly went viral, scoring tens of millions of views overnight.
This was a recurring incident that all the girls were aware of. The barista took the video.
Who the hell are these people?
And the corporate managers decided to expose it themselves.
And why does he look so fucking happy to be there? Like, he looks like, it's like a oh shit face mixed with a, I don't know, like, did he think shit was gonna be sweet? Did he think everything was gonna be cool? Or was he trying to play it cool and make it seem like he wasn't doing anything so that there were no consequences and he could go home and just be like, all right, I got away with it. I needed that. I don't know. I'm not as good as a lot of other people at taking facial cues or social cues and being able to break it down to a point where it's like, this is probably what's going through his mind. But it just, him, like, even if it's an uncomfortable, forced smile where it's like, damn, I'm caught and you don't know how to respond. It's just weird to see this nigga pants off in the car. Motherfucker's approaching and he's like, I don't know. It's weird.
So it wasn't even the actual barista who released the video. But I was a little surprised that it went viral, but it's not surprising.
Why? Who are these people? And why are they? I ain't gonna lie. They could low-key look cool as fuck. Like, I feel like if I saw them in GTA, I would be very scared. I would be concerned. Like, I would get set up and they'd go steal all my shit. I don't know how GTA Online worked for real, but they was definitely taking my cars and draining my bank account somehow. I like the tats though. The little thing on her hand. This is completely off topic. The little thing on her hand with the braces around her, the ring braces with the chain link. That shit is cool. Motherfucker got the shiesty on with no fit. Like, why is that tough to me? Why is that tough?
Once you think about it later, thinking about it now, it makes sense within this like online commentary of lonely men.
I got a soft spot for like mental illness and suicide and whatnot, so.
Do you think this event could potentially stop someone from killing themselves in the future?
100%.
Don't take yourself out when you got people counting on you, whether you're Kurt Cobain or Nautica.
We are selling these t-shirts. 100% of proceeds will go to the AFSP. So yeah, I'm happy you guys are here. We're just getting started.
Putting correct is if he's trolling, he is doing an extremely effective job at making it seem, even in the slightest bit, that he's dead ass. Putting Quagmire on a shirt when he's a rapist and a bunch of other things. For this, I find that to be extremely distasteful. I don't even know if the motherfucker that left this world because of this would have appreciated, and I don't know.
We're turning a social media put down into a positive message of congregation.
But do you think it takes away from the fact that this man actually lost his life and it turns it more into like a meme?
Not at all. It celebrates his life. It celebrates his legacy. It doesn't take from it. It doesn't demean.
What do you mean his legacy? Is there nothing else that he did? Did he not do shit else? I'm so confused. Bro, if this is his greatest achievement, I would just... This shit is... What are we doing? Where are we? What is life right now? Crazier shit has happened in the past. You go through history books and you see some of the shit that has happened in this world predating the internet, and we have done some insane shit without technology that is as advanced as what we've had in the past 10 to 20 years. But this is still just like, I know a lot of people get online and they're not even surprised anymore. Like I said earlier in the video, I'm not a very present individual online. So I'm shocked every day. Every single day.
It doesn't bash it. No man should ever feel like he has to take his life for something that he's done or being accused of doing.
We're here at the Gooniversary. It's been 1 year since Nautica Malone in this very parking spot. Let's talk to some of these obviously sad mourners. What's up?
What does Goonie mean to you guys?
These obviously sad It's the way she said it, like, I can't believe this shit. But I'm here doing my job.
Well, what does it mean to you?
Well, on the way here, we were listening to the radio because our phones died. It was Michael Jackson, so we were Mike Jacking it on the way up, and then we realized it was Beat It. And that's when we realized, like, the spirit of the Goonerl is really all around us.
Why would you say you're here, though? What
to
do
pay
you
my...
I'm not gonna lie, this video might be an hour long. It's like every sentence that's stated, I have some shit to say. I'm gonna try to minimize how much I pause the video just because I'm shocked, or because of the audacity of what has been said or what is on screen. I'm gonna try. Listen, I was Mike Jacking it. And I realized that the song was Beat It. So that's when I peeped that the spirit of the Gooner
Respects to the Gooneral.
To Nautica?
Yeah, Nautica Malone, the Gooneral himself, you know.
Are you here ironically or sincerely?
You know, a little bit of both.
What do you want to be when you grow up?
Nautica. This is the I Can't Goon poster honoring Nautica Malone, who was, unfortunately put into a situation where he had to kill himself. That video was published and spread around. It led to all this happening, and that's completely unfair, and we need retribution.
In the Gooniverse, you have, Gooners, and he's a hero to some and maybe a villain to others, but...
The Gooniverse. Bro. Let me be serious for a moment. I've been serious this whole time, but let me be a bit more serious. To anyone who sees this video, I know it's not going to get a lot of views. I know a lot of people are going to click on for 3 seconds and click off, and that's okay. I'm fine with that. For anyone who does stick around long enough to hear this portion, male, female, young, old, whatever, sex is not that serious. It is not that serious. It is never, ever that serious for it to be taken to such extremes. Hey, baby. Whether it be self-pleasure, pleasure of someone else, or pleasure alongside someone else, it should never be that serious. It should be the last thing on your mind. It should be the last thing that you take into consideration. It shouldn't be a priority to that degree. Sex is important in terms of having a balanced lifestyle because it's an inevitable aspect of our lives as humans, and that's okay, and that's true. But too much of anything is a bad thing. Any extreme is still an extreme. It doesn't matter if you go from one side to another. It's like if you're extremely gluttonous and you overeat, and your response to that is, I'm gonna barely eat. No, you just need to mitigate how often and how much you do when you do it, so that it is not weighing down on you or your health as much as it was before. The same thing applies to sexual interaction. There is nothing wrong with masturbation. Gooning. I swear to God, whoever called it that, fuck you. There's nothing wrong with it in moderation, just like anything else. But it should, like I said, it should be the last thing. Like maybe you had a long day, you're tired, your girl is tired, or your guy, or whatever in between, and you kind of just, you want to get it off, but you don't really feel like going through the process of all that extra, the foreplay, etc., etc. Sure, relieve yourself. Okay. But like a daily or multiple times a day to a point where the stuff that used to get you off, it doesn't even compare to the crazy psychotic shit that you're putting on your phone or laptop. Now it's like, it gets too far and it's never going to end. There are so many different shapes of people, so many different looks, so many different body types, except like it's never going to be enough. It's never going to be enough. If you can't limit yourself, it will never be a point where you truly can again if you get too far into it. It's like drugs, it's like alcohol, it's like religion, depending on some people. It's like a lot of the things that are used, that have an important staple in society, but can be used in extremely negative, disheartening, and unhelpful ways.
What does he do?
He's a symbol of hope for Gooners.
I covered myself up today just in case.
That was gonna happen.
I was gonna wear my bikini, but I thought, I don't want to risk it.
You are going to be safe, but do not let the camera go off of you at any time.
What do you mean by that?
It is a level 10 goon sanctuary out there. We have some elite gooners. We have some people that are on the underground rankings coming up.
You think they're gonna goon to me?
This is like, XXL every year. These are the gooner XXLs, like freshmen. These guys are up next.
I goon every day and I can't stop gooning. I fight for my right to goon. I got channel 5 on my right and they're talking about gooning. I'm about to goon on the camera and that one and that one. I'm about to goon everywhere. I can't tell if I'm about to goon or not because all I do is goon.
We're gooners, right? Yeah.
I mean, that shit could have been fire if he was talking about anything else. Baby, I just put you on the floor. I'm gonna give you some attention, love. I promise. I promise you and Jala will get attention. But Augusta, right now, I'm recording a YouTube video that's gonna get no views, baby. So you have to give me some time. About 19 minutes. Maybe, yeah.
We're Gooners, right? Yeah! We're Gooners, right? Yeah!
Have you ever exposed yourself in a drive-thru?
No, but I probably will. No woman likes me. They all call me losers.
Would you rather have like a normal job in tech?
Bro, no woman likes you. That's a lie. We might feel that way about ourselves. Like no guy likes us, no woman likes us. We fucking suck. Everyone sucks to a degree. How much you suck, like as a genuine person, character-wise, is completely dependent upon you. But if it's just like, oh, he's not the hottest, oh, he's not the most physically fit, or he's not the tallest, or he's not the coolest, he's not the most interesting guy, bro. As you get older and you get out of fucking high school, that is not reality. That is not reality. And stay off the internet, because it's gonna make it worse, especially Instagram and Twitter and Reddit. And Snapchat, and Facebook, and everything else.
Or be a loser who goons all day?
Goon every day for the rest of my life. Die alone. That's already my plan, so.
Because that's all you know.
Yeah, exactly.
But what's the difference between masturbating and gooning?
Masturbating is, you do it once a night, get your nut off. But a gooner is a lifestyle. It's you wait.
Oh, so when I corrected myself earlier and changed masturbation to gooning, I was right for that. I was right for that. I was just saying because I didn't know if YouTube was gonna say, "Hey, F you and this video because you brought up subject matters in a specific way that we don't like, and you have to use pseudonyms or different words to replace the ones that mean the same fucking thing because our AI is fucking retarded." Continue the video.
Wake up, goon, sleep, goon, breakfast, goon, lunch, goon, dinner, goon. You're gooning about 10 times minimum a day.
Do I goon?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I do, every day.
When's the last time you gooned?
25 minutes ago?
It sounded like gooning was just shorthand for the open embrace of pornography addiction, something which Gen Z leads in all metrics. Today, 11% of surveyed Gen Z men claim to be an active addiction, and despite age filters and state bans on adult content, these trends don't appear to be slowing down.
Everyone has struggled with that. This year I'm
Not the Rick and Morty dimension where they had asses for faces. I don't know if that was a little part of an episode or if that was just in an intro. I can't remember. But it was like early seasons. Oh my god. Do I have to cut that part of the video out? YouTube, you figure it out for me. I don't...
So no.
Do you think gooning is a vice?
Like something bad? Yeah, it's something bad.
So do you think gooning is sinful?
I would say so. Yeah.
And you think Bikini Beach is also sinful?
Yeah.
You gooned in respect to Nautica? How many times?
Just one.
To address the whole sinful thing, it's like with the subject matter of alcohol, smoking, or marijuana, sexual indulgence outside of marriage, masturbation, etc. I don't think it's sinful in moderation. If you have a drink every now and again, if you smoke some pot every now and again, I can't say the same about vapes and cigarettes because that shit is, I don't know if that shit is just naturally more addictive, but it damn near just seems like it is, especially for younger individuals. I don't think it's sinful. I just think it's bad. I think it's harder to manage. So I would just throw it farther in the category of it's bad for you. I think it's the same thing with that. I don't think it's necessarily. I had this conversation with my friend a while ago about the 7 deadly sins, and I told him in the 7 heavenly virtues, and I'm like, is there not an in between? I feel like there's an in between that a lot of people don't acknowledge. I don't know if it's spoken about in the Bible or anything, but I feel like there's a lot of in-betweens that a lot of people don't acknowledge. Like, balance is at 50-50. Some days it's 75-25. Some days it's 60-40. Sometimes it's 33.33333 and fucking 66.6666. Did I do that math right? Yes, I did. But yeah. So balance is it's a journey. One thing about the Spider-Man 2 game, even though I find that shit to be incredibly ass, one thing that I do appreciate it is one message that Aunt May said in the flashback. Balance is not a journey. Balance is a journey, not a destination. She didn't explain further what she meant by that, but I kind of interpreted it in my own way. Balance is not something that you're supposed to ultimately get to. It's something you remind yourself of. It's something that you rediscover and redefine. Maybe not every day, but maybe every couple of years, every couple of months, or maybe every decade or so. But it's something that alters, fluctuates, and changes and transmogrifies, which is the same thing as change. But I just wanted to say another word that sounded like I was smart. But it's something that does that over and over again throughout your lifetime, and you rediscover it, and it makes the experience of life even much more worth living. When it comes to stuff like being tripped up by drugs, sex, and social media, and feeling like you're more important because the people that you're watching or that you're seeing, or some of your peers, it's like, damn, it feels like they get so much attention, so many people love them, I wish I was like them. It makes it harder for you to establish what balance really means to you, or what it even should mean to you, when you have so many different points of stimuli in your face, just making it difficult to see things clearly. You have easy access to so many sexual things. You can easily go on the internet and search up some corn. You could easily go, if you got some extra funds, buy someone's OnlyFans or whatever you people be doing, or whatever. Or when it comes to people having drugstores, churches, and alcohol stores all throughout their neighborhoods, it's like it makes it difficult for you to avoid. Or if you're like, even on the other side of it, from people that aren't as attractive, for people that are super attractive, you go through life either being handheld or given things just because you look a certain way. It's hard for you to establish a balance because you think everything is just supposed to be sweet. You think you're supposed to get away with so many things, or you feel like there's a baseline for how you're supposed to be treated or how life is supposed to go for you. So when reality does hit, whether it be when you're older and your looks start to deplete, or when you get to a point where the drugs you're doing or the attention that you're getting starts to mean less and less, it's extremely difficult for you to. Everyone has this issue with establishing balance. It just looks cuter with other people's situations, with attractive individuals, with individuals that are rich and successful. It looks cuter because it's like, damn, at least they look good, at least they have money, at least they got bitches, at least they got motion, or whatever you call it. But it's like they still have battles. They still have goofy stuff going on, problematic stuff that if you knew about all of it, you probably wouldn't want that shit. Just in exchange for you being cute or being rich, I mean, like, some of you don't care, and you would be like, man, I'll get that in a heartbeat. I don't care about the problems that come with it. But it's like, it makes it more difficult to navigate. It definitely does. For everyone. Everyone has their own struggles with this, but I don't think it's a sin specifically. I think it's just it's a fine line between healthy and unhealthy, and a lot of those things, it's easy to cross those barriers.
To what?
That's disclosed. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I wouldn't like to talk about it right now.
Do you masterate or do you goon? It's, in my understanding, it's different.
Gooning's like the NBA of masturbating, but I mean.
Are you in the major leagues?
might be.
When's the last time you cried?
Probably 20 minutes ago, like right after I gooned.
So all gooning is masturbation, but not all masturbation is gooning.
100%. There's so many techniques that you can get into with gooning. It's like, this is more of than just like the act of just being a degenerate masturbator. No, it is a sense of peace.
Viewing reality through the Gooner prism, Nautica was an enlightened prophet of the movement, a man at total peace with himself, living his authentic truth in a world that's lost its way.
You want to give him a term and call him a gooner? Okay, let's reverse it and turn it into a positive event. So this is how we're gonna use it. You're gonna come for one of our brothers. Before anything,
the dirty his shoes, that is not important, but I understand that. I just feel like I wouldn't have pulled up to an event if I was gonna go to an event this stupid and be dead ass about it. I just feel like I would have at least polished. Fuck it.
that's a black man. So you know I'm gonna come out and show out. right?
Before anything, that is a black man. I will always slide for them.
So when you see someone that looks like you go through something so detrimental, embarrassing, 100%, we're gonna come out, we're gonna rally, we're gonna have fun, we're gonna celebrate, we're gonna rejoice in your name every day.
Before we go any further, I think now's the perfect time to tell you who exactly Trey Sellers is. Trey is what you might call a creature of the internet, not in the casual, harmless way of veteran Redditors or Fortnite gamers. The internet attention economy is the only ecosystem he's adapted to survive in, a remaining relic inspired by the 2018 social media era of flagrant reactionary Instagram clips. Think Boon Gang or Supreme Patty, but somehow worse. Trey has no dignity.
Oh, no. You know what's crazy? Beforehand, I genuinely believed maybe the world is just so weird and goofy that he's just dead ass. I can't completely disparage whether... I can't decide. You know what? Two conflicting things can coexist. He's dead ass and he's not simultaneously. That is what I deduce. That's what I do.
No shame and not.
Should have been deduced that, but that's what I believe. That's fucking insane, though. Every clip that they showcase is absolutely insane. But the eating in front of the homeless shit kind of just took me for a loop. The lime and lemons in the eyes and the smashing cupcakes or cakes in fucking public places and all the other shit was crazy. But that is baffling to just see the part beforehand where he's with the interviewer saying like, that's a black man, you know, we're gonna pull up, we're gonna show up, we're gonna show out, because like seeing them go through something, and then you show me a clip of him eating a fucking burger in front of a homeless man that is a black man. This is some trolly ass shit. If heaven or hell exists wherever that dude is, bro, wherever, if he can see this shit, nigga, I would have became a vengeful ghost. I would have left the boundaries of the afterlife just to come here to fuck with him, bro. Because I ain't got shit to do. I'm dead. And if it works the way you want it to work in the afterlife, wherever you are, with the limitations of, you know, one is the holy afterlife, one is the unholy one. But if like you can dead ass like choose like, oh wait, hold on, I'm on bullshit, I would have definitely pulled up.
Not a speck of humility.
There's a gun in my waistband. You're gonna give me all that money, right? I'm just, hey, buddy, come in. I'm just playing.
Most people who get the kind of attention Trey gets tend to disappear from the internet forever. At the very least, turn their profiles to private and wait for the whole thing to blow over. But for Trey, it only feeds his starvation for clout.
Now to unsettling video of a local TikToker touching and even chasing women for viral social media videos, including at the Alhambra Safeway.
We're gonna put Arctic in the bin right now.
Today, we're doing something really cool. We're cleaning Indian people.
Hey, that lady was way more chill about that shit than I feel like most people I know would have been able to be. She was like, I don't know if I heard incorrectly. I don't know if she said, are we gonna like wait till you finish cleaning, or I don't know if that was just sarcasm or satire. But if she was that ass, it was like, you know what? You already damn near halfway done. I'm gonna let you finish cleaning your ass. But I'm calling 12. I'm just letting you decide when they pull up. I love white people, bro. Cause no nigga would have responded like that, G. I don't care how sophisticated you are or what position you are in life. No black person would have responded like that. They would either walked away, called somebody else to deal with that shit, or tweaked out with you. Or if they did assess it themselves, it wouldn't have been that with those very considerate words.
Indian scum, get out of Canada! Here, let's rub it in, gang.
Every moment of infamy just seems to remind him that people are watching, which is the only thing that matters to him in the first place. And Trey has provided the internet with lots to watch. Most of his videos share this.
that shit is hurting my soul, bro. I need them to stop playing that clip. I get why they're playing that clip. It's to set it in stone and make sure you're aware of what's going on and you're like really present to see like, yeah, this is fucked up. But like, it's the way. I hope at the very least off camera he gave him some food or something. That's so goddamn petty. Big ass burger, drink, fries, smashing that home in front of him. I wouldn't be able to do no shit like that. Even when I go other places when it's predominantly populated by a lot of homeless people, I don't really carry cash. But when I used to, like in the last 10 years or so, I will always, and I was never in a position to be giving nobody no money. Never really was. But I always would. I would rather go home broke, knowing I tried to assist somebody, than just walk past individuals that obviously look like life sucks complete and utter ass for them. And I know I'm gonna be able to go home and I'm gonna get some more money the next day or something. I know I'm gonna be able to find a way to make some money. I'm not certain about that with them. They probably not even certain about that. So to see something like that, it prompts me to say Phonem needs his ass beat viciously. For however long Broly was beating Frieza ass in the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie. Was it 30 minutes or was it an hour and 30? Because he fucked up the fusion. That's 30. They defused. He fucked up again. That's another 30. They defused, and then they pulled up. I think right after they got it right. So it was an hour, right?
Same thesis.
He need an hour ass beating. 400,000 lashes. 500 cigarettes.
The worst thing I can do right now?
You were gonna get the same make and model car.
The same 2016 SXT Dodge Challenger with 91,000 miles. We're gonna have the same car, same mileage, everything right here. Full spec, full replica spec, everything.
So this man right here.
This is his point, yes.
Ghost of the Goon has arrived. Ghost of the Goon has arrived.
First of all, I'm really emotional right now. Every day I think about Nautica. It's very tragic how he went out.
You know he did it in that parking spot.
No shit. That was messed up. That truly is the ghost of the Goon right there. That brings a tear to my eye.
And how do you feel being in the exact parking location where he did take it, where they got a model of his car?
It's eerie. It's eerie.
Is it disrespectful?
I mean, it depends on his intentions.
Did you know Nautica personally?
Ironically, one of my friends went to school with his brother, and I actually met his brother, but I had never met Nautica himself.
But he was a self-described gooner?
He was a father before anything.
So not all gooners are fathers, and not all fathers are gooners.
100%.
He's left behind by his wife and 2 kids.
That's terrible.
Not all rectangles are squares, ass. Like, what the fuck, bro? All rectangles are squares, but not all squares are rectangles. What is the phrase? Hey Google. What's the phrase when it comes to shapes? Is it that all squares aren't rectangles, or is it that all squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares? All squares are rectangles, but not all rectangles are squares. Hell yeah. I would have to see a visual representation of how that shit makes sense.
Terrible, yeah.
Does that upset you at all, that he has kids and
Yeah.
we're here where he himself, right there?
Upsets me so much I had to show up.
What up, guys? This video is sponsored by NordVPN and probably is the most appropriate sponsorship we've ever had for this video's subject matter. Now, I don't know exactly who's watching this, if you're a gooner, a bikini barista, or just a guy, but according to data, if you clicked on a video about the Gooniversary,
we probably have like 500 more people coming.
Don't risk. NordVPN.com/channel5. Back to the Gooniversary.
We're all here for the Gooniversary. We probably have like 500 more people coming, I believe. We have to spread awareness. This guy had an amazing life. Bikini Beans killed that man. They invaded that man's privacy. It's not fair.
Do you think he invaded their privacy by exposing himself?
Absolutely not.
That's totally okay.
Yeah.
Like, I know a lot of them are trolling. I feel like a decent portion of them are dead ass. Not him in particular, or even the guy that organized the event. But this is so fucking goofy. This is some loser shit. I try to be as understanding and open-minded as possible when it comes to a lot of stuff, especially things like that just sound crazy off rip. Just because I feel like understanding is one of the most important things you could do as a human. But I don't even this isn't even if they were serious, if they were dead ass, I feel like I could have potentially maybe been convinced to at least been like, you know what? Not with the guy's case particularly, but with some of them being with the whole Gooner bait, whatever the Gooner base, whatever shit. I gotta be like, okay, I don't subscribe to it myself, but I can kind of understand. But when you present it this way, and you have a bunch of what I assume is random or coordinated individuals pull up for some shit like this, and half of them are not serious about it, and half of them are in between. It's just like, you're not gonna ever have everyone on the same page, but for something this fucking stupid and niche and weird and just out of this world, I would think just maybe it would be more likely for everyone to be on the same page. But then again, the more I think about it, it's like, no, this is so fucking stupid, weird, problematic, niche, and goofy as hell. How could anyone be on the same page? How would you, other than the fact that it's like, I am avid about beating my shit. I lock in when it comes to that. I am in it nonstop. My hands don't work properly. I have carpal tunnel. I be viciously aggravated assault on my penis. Like, I'm sorry, baby. I didn't mean to wake you up.
Do you think the barista is a victim in any way?
Not really. It's their job.
It's her job for guys to...
It's her job to they can't be serious, folks. Him, I feel like he's dead ass. He's giving a very dead ass, like he's serious. It's their job to potentially have to deal with an individual pulling up with their fucking cock out. I don't know if it was out, but with his pants off on some weird shit. That's their job. So if I just so happen to be on the subway taking the train, just because there are individuals that will run up on you with their junk out and release a milky fucking stream on you because you having to doze off for 2 fucking minutes. It's like, oh yeah, no, I'm not a victim. I mean, shit, you're on the L. What did you expect? You're in New York. Fuck did you think?
Pull up in her drive-thru with the out?
Did she die? I think she'll survive, but Nautica did.
I'm genuinely curious if any. I'm genuinely curious what these individuals' response would be if she took her own life instead of him. I'm just curious in that dimension, and if every person was the same character-wise, but the only change in the timeline was that she did it instead of him, I wonder if they would have the same. This shit is so. And you what? Bro, this is why females be online flaming the shit out of you. Even if this is a joke, bro, even if y'all not taking it seriously, bro, this ain't a problem for me. I'm cool. It angers me because it's like you make the opinion of the general populace, whether it's online or not, about certain shit valid because of goofy shit like this. Even if it's like, oh, not everyone is like that. You can't take it to that extreme. You can't just generalize everybody. When you see stupid shit like this, it's like, I don't want to generalize everybody, but I feel safer if I do, cause of shit like this. Cause of shit like this. Y'all don't fucking care, and it shows. And some of you may, and you just made me be misguided or fucking stupid. Either way. Dear God. Okay. How much of the video do we got left? Like, okay, halfway. Come on.
Right, but he himself.
Well, they filmed him.
Right.
Yeah. But if I give drugs to a kid, that's ultimately his decision. But if he gets overdosed and dies, that's people would blame me.
But they didn't show up to his house in a bikini. He did seek out that drive-through.
A lot of people seek out drugs. At the end of the day, it's not good to have things like bikini beans, Hooters. It's feeding people's bad intentions. Obviously.
Bro, I have went to Hooters one time. I was downtown on a date with a beautiful girl. Fine. Met her at the train, walked up to her. I don't usually do that. It actually went well. We went downtown, Chinatown, etc. Next time we had a date, we went downtown. I had to use the bathroom, and you know how downtown is. It's either piss in the alley or play Russian roulette with the stores. It was a Hooters nearby where we were. I went in there. I was like, oh, where's the bathroom? Used the bathroom and left. I mean, yes, it was attractive women in there. I didn't give a shit. Who the hell cares? It's not even a consideration of like I could potentially take one home or potentially have a relationship. Well, like, who the fuck is even thinking that far? It's not that. And someone could see this and be like, well, you were on a date with a girl that was already gorgeous to you. Why would you be thinking about, like, there are people out here that cheat. There are cheaters. There are individuals that I wasn't dating her. We were on a date. Nothing was solidified, so I could have easily been like, oh, damn. I'm coming back. No, I have never been back. That was 2 years ago. And I found out she was schizophrenic. But this is besides. Let me make a note to myself to edit that out. But yeah. Yes. It's the same thing I brought up earlier with when you live in an impoverished area and there's an abundance of churches, liquor stores, and but it's a lack of produce stores, actually good produce stores and stuff like that. It's kind of like that, and I can understand it more with that, but you having an issue with the fact that these things even just exist. It's like, bro, there's so many options, but there's not even that many things that are like sex appeal. Like it's either the club, the strip club, Hooters, or whatever other franchises that are specifically on that. But that's not even the fucking majority. Am I wrong? Am I tweaking? Maybe I'm tweaking. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm saying that with hella pride, and I don't even go outside that much. Maybe I'm incorrect. But it just, I don't know, bro. This shit gotta be a joke, right? This shit can't be real. This can't be real, bro. Hold on. I can't feel this shit. Hold on. I think it's the nail is how the pinch works, right? I think my pain tolerance is just problematic. Or maybe I am dreaming. Or maybe I was never here at all. I really gotta stop doing heroin.
Stuff like that is gonna happen.
Pulling up in a drive-thru with your dick out?
Yeah. They were asking for it.
Yeah, I think people get off on it. I think that there's so much hatred for women.
That shit just, no. I know I said I was gonna try to minimize the pausing, and I just unpaused. They were asking for it. Bro, I don't care if that's a joke or not, bro. Don't ever say no. A female could be an absolutely beautiful individual. Body T, who serving type shit. I don't give a fuck if she got the largest testicles, the most rotund backside, the most snatched waist, and she got on a bikini or super revealing shit. I don't give a fuck. They were asking for it. Send a pipe bomb to his crib. I'm just playing. I'm not apt about responding to violence or problematic shit with violence, but he is making me want to beat his ass. I ain't gonna lie. Fresh and fit. That man is gonna die alone. Like, also, this is a sad tangent, but just because they showed it, like, let's be serious for a second. It's crazy the amount of people that follow him with the ideologies and beliefs that he has. It's a lot you can talk about in reference to it. That's bad. But one thing I always think about is like, I don't know if Phonem is aware. I don't know if he's aware of the fact that he's genuinely going to die alone, suffering and struggling mentally and emotionally because of the way that he behaves. Like no individual with self-respect or basic social cue understanding is going to tolerate a motherfucker that sits in a room on a podcast yelling about how much he fucking hates black women and women in general. For what? What is he? It's like if I had a podcast, right? And I had a bunch of orphans on. And I started talking about how I hate motherfuckers with no parents. Like, do you see? And people have already made similar comparisons, less outlandish comparisons, but similar comparisons about how like goofy it is. But it's like, I've had phases in my life where I've had not so good luck with women. I've also had phases in my life where I've had great luck with women. I've had phases in my life where I was a terrible man, a terrible representation of what you should be as an individual, not even just a man. I always felt some form of shame for the way I behaved when I was doing shit that wasn't right. I just didn't know shit better. Granted, I was a kid. Motherfuckers was in high school, so I can get away with like, oh, I was young and shit like that. Doesn't change the hurt that I gave. That doesn't change the trauma that I delivered to people that they probably might even still be dealing with to this day. I never know. It doesn't change it. But the fact that a motherfucker could be like, oh, they deserved it. Oh, fuck women. Or look, like to even be like, oh, she was she was in the gym struggling with these weights, this and the other, and I bench press this and the other. Like, men are better than women, or we are better than you niggas. Again, fucking you. They're like, whatever goofy shit this fucking lame be on. Aggravating ass. Beta man, regardless. I can just never understand a mindset of I hate the opposite sex or I hate a group, an entire group for something an individual or a select few individuals did to me. And if I went through something over and over again, back to back with different people, the common denominator is me. Nigga, you obviously gotta divide. Fucking shit, like, you obviously gotta separate some shit. I don't know, man. It's just so weird to me. And I've been through similar shit to a lot of the people that fall into this, so it makes me more judgmental because I have been on the bad and the good side, and I still chose to try my best to do the right thing or try my best to learn from my mistakes. I've apologized to so many people for the goofy shit I've done. I know they're not obligated to forgive me. They don't have to forgive me, but I've let them know like I'm genuinely apologetic and I want nothing but the best for you. Some of them, I want everybody to eat. Sometimes I don't want you at my table. Sometimes I want you far away in another motherfucker restaurant, and that's okay. But regardless, it's just like, for me to have any type of unnecessary animosity or I hate this specific group or this type of person just because of shit I've dealt with and not because of their character, the individual's character, it's counterproductive. How the fuck I'm cursing a lot. How am I going to be happy looking at things and people like that? How are you going to enjoy life experiences thinking like this? It feels like a no-brainer to me, but I know not everyone thinks the same. Not everyone grew up with the same struggles. Not everyone was given the same space to be able to consider things from different outlooks and perspectives. So, like I said, part of me is very understanding, but part of me is also tired of this shit because the work to not be a shitty person is not as difficult as so many people make it out to be. And it pisses me off. Being the hero or the good guy is always going to be hard. Being the villain is some easy, streamlined ass shit. But here's the thing. It's a double-edged sword on both sides. When it's so easy for you to be the villain and do the wrong thing, be like, fuck everybody, fuck you, it's all about me and raising myself to the higher levels, you become numb. You require so much just to enjoy being alive because everything is so unimportant to you outside of yourself. But how are you important when none of the things connected or relating to you mean shit to you? It all works together. It's a harmony between these different stimuli and factors. How are you important? But so is none of the shit you do important, or is it only important because you do? You got some weird shit going on, and it's gonna affect you. It's like with a lot of these politicians that are drugged out, doing cocaine, drunk as fuck, or whatever, doing the evil shit they do, or even in the hood, motherfuckers gotta pop mollies or ecstasy or whatever before they go do some goofy shit, go do a slide by and do a drive by, whatever goofy shit, slide on the ops or whatever they got going on. It's the same thing. It's just it's a different power scaling. One is impoverished, one is rich as fuck and has less of a reason to behave like this and still actively chooses to do it because they're just that shitty. On the good side, it's still bad because there are gonna be a lot of shitty people. And you're gonna try to find the good in so many things. You're gonna try to be the good guy, do the right thing, but there's so many people that's gonna take advantage of you. It's a double-edged sword in both. But one is inherently right because you're not going out of your way to be a fucking asshole. And then one is inherently incorrect because you're going out of your way to be a fucking asshole. So it's I'm getting angry. I'm getting angry because I know how it feels to want to be the bad guy. I never gave in fully. I've done some bad shit, but I've never made it a lifestyle or even a long-term thing where it's like, yeah, just fuck people. Fuck y'all. I'm gonna be a dickhead. No. And I'm gonna double down, triple down, even when the shit I'm saying and doing makes no sense. No. That can go for the good side too. It's stuff that good people do that they double down or triple down on that doesn't make logical sense. It's not just isolated to one or the other. The only thing is, the good side is still way better. It's always going to be. It makes you feel better. It makes you be better. It makes you do better. That other shit, I mean, yeah, you might make more money. You know, that good blood money goes stupid, don't it? You fuck with the Sopranos? That's a side note, but I guess you pick and choose your lifestyle, but I would urge you to not be like one of these fucking goofies. If you truly want peace, prosperity, and have both coexist in a healthy manner, ignore this behavior. Fuck, go watch some early 90s superhero cartoons or some shit. Learn about humility and creativity and understanding and planning for the future, the acts of consideration of longevity and all these intangible and tangible things that make life way more manageable and way healthier for you and the people you include in your circle. If you want to give in and be a weak bastard that would rather just do the easy route, which is fuck people over, be terrible, and the only actual repercussions to your actions is probably the amount of danger you put yourself in because there are probably a fuck ton of people looking to remove you from the census plan, go ahead. But hey, if you get rich enough, you'll probably be able to protect yourself long enough to survive as long as Trump has. Whatever route you pick, just know on one side, you fucking suck. And on one side, hey, you still suck, but just nowhere near as bad. You suck for different reasons. Just one is way worse, and that's the evil side, but this shit is evil. This is my main point. This shit is evil. This gathering feels evil as fuck. It feels ill as hell. I rebuke thee. I'm not even religious, but this shit needs to be rebuked. Like 400,000 lashes, 500 cigarettes. King of the Hill episode where he made Bobby smoke hella packs. You need to be force fed 3,000 packs of Nico Bellic from GTO 4. You're tweaking. You're tweaking.
And like women's bodies, women's sexuality, there's just a lot of animosity towards it right now, and yeah, it's manifested in things like this.
Despite incidents like this one, the bikini barista industry continues to grow and grow, far beyond its humble roots in the Pacific Northwest. The first lingerie-forward drive-through coffee shop was established in Bremerton, Washington back in 1999, and led to an explosion of similar businesses in and around the Seattle area. However, with this expansion came many similar incidents to Nautica's.
24-year-old Raul Mena was ordering a drink from...
I wouldn't want to be inside of a restaurant half naked. I don't know, even when I get out the shower, I'll be weird about touching shit. Granted, that's because I just got out and I'm wet. But it's like, I don't know, being in a place where I'm making drinks that get sticky and Like, and then are they wearing regular shoes or high heels? It's like, I don't know. I can see the appeal to people to go there, but to work there, unless it just pays super duper well, it's not even about the comfortability of my body. If I know my shit is snatched and my shit is tea, it ain't even about that. It's just like, it's just kind of, this shit gives me the ick, as a lot of you said.
Bikini Beans Coffee in Goodyear when he showed his genitalia to an employee.
Attempted assaults, kidnappings, and a lot of indecent exposure.
And they ain't even got no booty. I'm just playing. My bad. That's not important. I was just like, fuck am I getting teed off of? The fact that they're women? What the fuck? You know what would be a funny version of this? Grown-ass man in bikinis doing this same thing. I need to know if people would pull up. And no, they would, but it would just be mainly gay men and like lonely white women. Like 40-plus-year-old lonely white women and gay men would be pulling up to that shit. No one else.
Which the baristas say is totally uncalled for.
I mean, I don't really put too much weight into what it is. It's just wearing a bikini at your job. It's not that serious. Nothing about it is like actually sex work in any capacity. So there really is no precedent for.
Then why not just do it? Why does not just make the restaurant and do it clothed? I'm not gonna say that it's akin to sex work, but it's like when a lot of people say, "Hey, I have an OnlyFans, but it's not that serious. I only post stuff fully clothed and me playing with myself," and it's just like, or even if you're just posting stuff fully clothed but you look good, but people will pay for it. It's like it's sex work because it's the sex appeal. I would dare the individuals that work at these type of places to come to their job fully clothed and just see how well business would be for like a month in comparison to when they were doing it when they were not. It's not sex work necessarily, I guess, if you're going for a literal sense, but then why are you having it? I don't know. I find that an interesting assessment. I can press space. I keep forgetting.
Having someone with their dick out. Sex workers also don't deserve to have their consent violated.
I don't know if there is any one person to blame. I guess like the agency falls with him, but like I wouldn't like delight in the fact that he died or anything. Like, yeah.
Do you think she shouldn't have posted that video of it?
Probably not. That's probably not a good thing. I can kind of understand why she would, because it's just like a sensational thing.
Yeah, I think she was a victim. The barista didn't know that this guy was going to take his own life. I really don't think she knew.
They killed him. They killed that man. Yes, he did something wrong, but we shouldn't have things like this in society. That's a bad company as a whole.
The Bikini Beans owner and manager is a key player here who goes almost entirely unmentioned throughout Nautica's discourse. So back in 2020, the coffee shop's owner, Ben Lyles, paid over $100,000 in a civil settlement to underpaid bikini baristas who sued him for wage theft and other exploitative business practices, causing a major blow to franchise expansion. The allegations also detail his unwillingness to hire additional security and follow up with law enforcement regarding behavior even more extreme than Nautica's, like when a barista was physically kidnapped during a shift. Additionally, unverified screenshots and anonymous testimony have been circulating on Reddit and X around the time of Nautica's incident.
Yeah, bro, I ain't gonna lie to you. This just doesn't seem like a logical, like the concept of Hooters and that. I just don't think this is a very logical idea. It's so many women on the internet that make it very, and this is true, make it very aware how afraid they feel just because men exist in the vicinity because of the shit that a lot of guys have done over the course of history. And a lot of women love true crime. I would say damn near 90% American women, damn near 90% of them love that shit because it's interesting. But when they've realized that a lot of these cases are usually caused by guys, and some of them are unsuspecting men, attractive men, unattractive men, you never really fucking know. On top, what would make you want to, unless the pay is just that top tier and you really, really need it, or even if it's not top tier, but you just really need it, outside of that, I cannot understand wanting to do this. Unless you just enjoy the rush of serving people food in a bikini and feeling sexy and making yourself appear as sexy as possible, to increase tips or whatever. But like, it just doesn't seem like a good idea, because a lot of women are always talking about like how they feel about their safety in public spaces or anywhere, even when other people are present or around, parties, whatever, because of how a lot of men function. So like, why would you? I don't understand it. I can see how it's another side to it where it's like you don't believe that you have to worry about that because you're in the restaurant, whatever. You have the glass panel. It would take a lot for, but at the same time, it's like I just don't get wanting to put yourself. Somebody could be paying attention. A guy or whatever could be paying attention to your work schedule so much that they know when you get on, when you come in, when you get off, what your hours are usually like. And somebody can wait and try to kidnap you, and you could never know because the individual is a sociopath or anything and comes off like a normal person, but they're plotting on you. You could never know. So I would never. I don't understand putting yourself in this situation for the possibility of something like this. It's not to say that they're not a victim for or to lessen the fact that this shit is not okay and these niggas need to be convicted and or removed from existence. But it's still just like, why would you take that extra step to even increase the possibility of something like this happening to you when you know how the world functions and how shit gets? I don't know. I just don't think I would have done anything like that. I don't think so.
All in all, there's speculation that Ben had his own cynical reasons for posting the Nautica clip all across Bikini Bean's social media platforms after the barista sent it to him. Maybe it was to wash away the dirt with an even bigger spectacle than what had already come to surface, and potentially to rehab Bikini Bean's PR as a coffee chain that relentlessly fights to protect its women and who will publicly shame any man who crosses a boundary.
You know, some people may look at this like a joke, but it's pretty serious to me at the same time. I can't goon. Sorry, I just had to get in on that real quick. Yeah, I think she was a victim from that. But like I said, I'm a God-fearing man, so I'll pray. I'll forgive him. I know God's going to forgive him.
Absolutely. I think it was a stand for bravery, an act of heroism.
It took a lot of courage for him to do that. And not everyone can do that.
Right. Not everyone can commit a sex crime.
Yeah, 100%.
So Nautica was not exposed.
Okay.
He was wearing shorts. We've analyzed this video to 30x zoom. We've had forensic specialists in Canada check this out, some in Arizona. Nautica indeed was wearing a clothing article on his pants.
Then why did he drive off?
Many reasons. Social anxiety, fear. I know a lot of people I can walk up to, they want to be recorded. People are scared of these things. On that day, we can do a fact check on that. It was over 90 degrees on that day. It was hot. It was a hot day. I would have drove away too, you know? Hey, what are you doing? I would have stayed there, you know, and let you know, hey, I'm wearing shorts, calm down.
I think the video speaks for itself. Yeah. I'd love to see some other photos.
Yeah, the video speaks for itself. The fuck are you talking about? It was over 90 degrees that day, and I'm assuming when they pulled up that shot of the calendar, that was the day, and it wasn't fucking 90 degrees. It's like, what are you talking about, folks? Y'all, some of y'all haven't had y'all ass beat enough. I hate to be the guy to try to solve issues with violence, but I think too many people are comfortable saying, oh, you gotta talk to him, we gotta find a peaceful way. No, some motherfuckers just actually need their ass beat, and some people do just need to die. I don't think there are a lot of people that are fit to make the decision of who and who doesn't, but I do think the fact stands that there's a lot of people that either A, needs their ass beat, whether it be for a short period of time or within an inch of their life, or just dead ass. I think that is true. We may not like to hear it. I don't always like to hear it. I be wanting to save everybody, even some of the most fucked up individuals. But if we're going to be honest about the reality aspect of this, there's some people that just either A, need to be taught a lesson, quote unquote, or just probably shouldn't exist because of the shit they're on. And there is no stop in sight. Both categories, I feel like, are more limited than a lot of people would think. A lot of people would lump a lot more people. A lot of motherfuckers would probably say damn near half the population needs to be in those categories. I feel like it's very specific individuals. And I believe some of the individuals involved with this whole situation and scandal may just fit into those categories. And him in particular, I don't know. It's just, It's just weird. It's just so weird.
Photos of this man wearing his little short shorts out and about, because I just severely doubt that that's true.
You could say there were short shorts, they could have been boxers. It's Arizona, it's hot out here.
Especially since it had happened multiple times. Yeah, exactly. So how can you not believe the actual baristas?
It was not right for them to upload that video. If you felt like there was a violation and he was doing something inappropriate, call the police. Go ahead.
The barista not only called the police that day, but they also showed the video to the manager, and the manager themselves decided to release the video. And you say, why didn't the police come? But I think this is something where other people might be shocked that the police aren't coming.
Oh, I will also say there was a time when I was down, where I was where the fuck was I was out and about. Can't remember exactly. I was out and about, and my ex at the time pulled up to where I was, and I didn't want anything to do with her. I called the police. They answered already like slightly off in their tone, and it was a woman. And I told them where I was, what was going on. They hung up with an attitude and nobody came. I said, this woman has issues. This woman keeps following me. I don't know what she got going on. I don't know if she's going to try to attack me. And I really do not want to have to try to face plant another individual, male or female. I didn't say exactly that, but that's what I'm thinking in my head. But I'm letting her know what's going on. This motherfucker sighed. Okay. And hung up. I called the police. And you might think I'm fucking exaggerating. After they hung up, I was just like, what the fuck? They did not take that shit seriously, and nobody came. And I was lingering in that area for a long time, and nobody came. But to this day, that's so fucked up to me. Like, I didn't take it. It was annoying, and it was like a what the fuck moment when it happened. But I don't really take it as that big of a deal for me personally. But every time I do think about that, I'm just like, nigga, did I dial the wrong number? I know I most definitely typed in the motherfucking number for the police department. For that area, too. So I was just like, what the fuck? But look, I digress.
But this is our everyday lives. And in general, I mean, cops are not, it's not a high priority issue for them.
I am willing to put my life
They don't fucking care.
and her life on the fact.
Man on women violence? Man, tell me when some motherfuckers of color are doing shit we don't like. We gonna pull up. On God. We are gonna slide. You said it's some Mexicans? They're doing what? They're having fun at a quinceañera, motherfucker. Hey, send 17 squad cars. It's some black people having a block party at a reasonable time of day on a weekend with the street blocked off. Reasonably so. Yeah, we gotta go shut that shit down. Like, I'm not saying that's always the case, and that's not how all policemen work, but it's just like, they care about some of the most abysmal shit sometimes. But when you tell them some shit that's actually genuinely a problem, like, I have been assaulted physically or whatever, or attempted assault by an individual, male or female. They're even weird about, like, child predators. They're weird about them, too. You motherfuckers are... We gotta get bro out the fucking office, and y'all need to change the training programs for police. There needs to be way more for this shit, because a lot of y'all should not have that job. That is a very important and serious occupation. And a lot of you, a large fucking margin, all across America, should not have that job. A lot of you are too young to have that job. A lot of you are too inexperienced to have that job. A lot of you are biased, weird, prejudiced, and or racist as fuck to be having a job like that. And I find it extremely aggravating, problematic, and just overall, fuck you, pretty much.
That man had shorts on.
Honestly, man, like, sad situation all around. You know, this guy had a family. Obviously, you know, there's time for forgiveness. He didn't allow himself that time. and he thought the world wouldn't allow himself that time. We all fuck up, we all mess up. There's always room to improve and to grow. And this guy was so young. He was only in his 20s.
I think the mom needs to take responsibility for the man she raised. And I don't, again, understand what is...
Do you know that there are people who were raised by wonderful parents and families and still turn out shitty? You know, it's not general. This is not the most of the populace. But there are, and we all have done some fucked up shit. It's different scales to it, definitely. But like it's people that have shitty parents that turned out great. It's people with good parents that turned out bad. There's in-betweens. There's all types of variables. She needs to take accountability for the man she raised because this grown-ass man decided to go to a barista spot with his fucking dick borderline out. Dude that just said that can't be serious, man. This video, I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm posting this video unedited. Not because I don't feel like taking the time to edit it. I actually, like, it's a free day for me. It's a Saturday. I don't mind. It's only 7 p.m. I don't really care. It's just, for anyone who does watch, I just want you to see every stage of grief that I experienced. I tried acceptance. I don't even think I went in the right order of the stages of grief. But I'm going through them in this video. And I need you to see full on what the fuck is going down. Because what do you... She was asking for whatever dude said before. That shit. And all the way back to the video of him eating that burger in front of that homeless guy. Even though that doesn't have shit to do with the topic of the video. That was just showing a representation of the individual that made this gathering. But... let me check and make sure my shit is still recording, because I'd be pissed if it just... oh, it got the red dot. Yeah, we're Gucci. Okay. Sorry about that. You're going to see all of that in the video, because coconuts are Barbados.
Deal was, you know,
Yeah.
but it's just really unfortunate. There's rarely anything you should take yourself out for, especially when you got kids counting on you. Just keep it moving. Like, whatever you're going through will pass. The guy was 27, like he had the rest of his life ahead of him, and he abandoned 2 kids. So, like, that's not the thing to do.
I think he made a mistake, and he knew that he made the mistake, which is why he made an even graver mistake by taking his own life. And like I said, man, it's a sad situation all around. I'm a God-fearing man. You know, I prayed for him. I'll pray again. I'll pray for his family. You know, some people, you know, look at this as like meme culture. Both things can be true at the same time. It can be meme culture, but you can also take it seriously at the same time. There are like serious aspects of it. So yeah, like I said, just come out here with good intentions.
Him being in such a dark place.
This is the second or third time they have shown that shot panning into his face, where he looks like he's just questioning what the fuck he's doing with his life. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm screenshotting this picture, and I'm making a meme template of this shit, like an old ass, not early 2000s. What would you consider that? When were memes like super popping? Whenever the fuck I was in elementary school and just was about to start high school, around that time, I can't remember. I don't really give a shit. I'm making some shit because he looks like he's genuinely concerned. When you ask for everything bagel and that shit really got everything on it. That's not funny. When you asked for beef tartare and they brought you a living cow and iodine instead. When you take a sip of your girlfriend's drink and it's 99.9% backwash. When you hitting it from the back and you thought she queefed, but it was really just a fart. Okay, I'm done.
At the time of what he did, you know, obviously he made that decision. Everyone acts like they haven't made horrible decisions based on drugs or some kind of lust or some kind of whatever vice. He was only judged for what he did in his final moments, not for the rest of his life, how he...
The pictures that I have seen on you all's posters, your shirts, and etc. are literally from the wedding photos or the fucking video. Do you all even know the life he lived outside of that? Y'all finna piss me off. How many minutes is left in this video? All right, look. I'm gonna pause way less because I'm actually at a point where I kind of just want to get this shit off my screen. So, yeah.
Was as a father and husband.
I can't goon! 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 Rest in peace, Nautica Malone!
You made 2.
Yeah, we have 2 here. This one, I'd say we put in a little bit more effort. This one just says justice for Nautica Malone.
Yeah.
And, you know, the message is quite simple here.
I think it's honestly disturbing and really a comment on what our society is becoming as a whole. And it's really scary to see how will this continue to evolve. You know, it seems like this is made in jest. At the same time, it's serious, and there is a person who died, and there's a family that's involved, and there's a lot of people who are involved with this, and these are people's real lives. So I just hope that coming out with this and hearing our side of the story and seeing all these people blame us can help people understand that we're not the ones to point blame at. And I feel like a lot of these issues
I feel like there's fault on both sides, but the fault is way more extreme on the Gooner side because what the fuck? But I think there are underlying issues in both things. I just think one side is way more extreme of an issue than the other. Sex appeal, okay. It's women out here with breasts so fucking big they can't handle it. They take their bra off them hoes is just, it is what it is. It's females out here with naturally with butts so goddamn big they can barely put jeans on. It's like, the fuck? And on the other side, it's guys out here with rods so immense that they just can't hide they shit. It's impossible. It don't even matter if they got jeans on, shorts on, joggers. Print is there. Cock is just that fat. Like to say some weird shit like what was said earlier about they deserved it or whatever. Or like, oh, why are you doing this? Like, bro, it's a gimmick. It's like when Naruto hits motherfuckers with that sexy jutsu. It's a gimmick. If it works, folks, that is partially my fault, but mostly yours. But to be frank, like I said when I first started this little portion of the rant, it is an underlying issue on both sides. I feel like the more important issue in this specific situation is the Gooners. Because what the fuck? We could say whatever we want to say about the over-sexualization of individuals, the exploitation of women, or what we can say a lot, and this is some shit that has persisted over years, and it's a big problem. But a motherfucker pulled up borderline naked from the waist down with either the incentive to FAP or whatever was going on, got caught, posted online, and removed himself from existence. I think because of this specific topic right now, there's a way more important thing to discuss or try to assess than them being in fucking bikinis, serving you drinks, and trying to make it as sexy as possible. Like, are we fucking serious right now? Is that even a comparable argument? I just said I wasn't going to pause this as much. I'm making this take longer than it needs to. Then that is my apologies. Who am I apologizing to? Nobody's going to watch this. I'm going to do what the fuck I want. Deal with it. This is YouTube. If you know how many people are going to cover this video? You're not even going to see mine. I bet Preacher's going to cover this shit. You're going to see that or some other guys. And shit, I'm just in the background. I'm going to get my 3 views and I'm going to be lit. Off my 3 views. My 3 motherfuckers sat down and watched my over 45-minute video assessing a video that is under 30 minutes. 6 minutes under 30 minutes. Almost 7.
I'm from
6. Almost just did some extremely regrettable shit. I'm sorry. I'm a goofy. I'm just playing. I am a grown man. I am an adult. Even though what I just did would probably make you believe the opposite.
unhealthy, toxic relationships within themselves and within the women that they have around them. It's just like, we've become so desensitized from like the horrible atrocities in modern American life that it's all a joke now. And I don't know if it's that funny.
You realize like a man is dead, right? There is a genuine tragedy in this story.
100%.
And I do feel it's a bit of a joke to you. Well, where does the joke end?
I mean, that I honestly can't really say. I know, like, I wouldn't, like, do shit like that, like, obviously. Or, like, I don't really know anyone who'd do anything like that. Like, it's kind of like a crazy action to take, so.
Yeah.
I don't know if I could really answer, like, where exactly the joke ends.
It feels almost existential.
R.I.P. Nautica?
Yeah, I mean, look, this man should not have died for what he did. I think we can all agree that that was not the type of like justice or accountability that anyone wanted. That was really extreme, and I think it does show.
I'm just still baffled that they're. I guess it's kind of poetic that they're presenting themselves in the same way. I don't know if they worked there. I'm assuming they did, based off how they've been talking. They're presenting themselves in the same way that they present themselves when they were working in their occupation during the interview. I don't know if it would necessarily be like a point proving thing, or it's like, this is how we are. We're sitting here having an interview. We're talking to you, and yes, we're in bikinis. Yes, we're tattooed up. Yes, we look good, but it's like, it shouldn't be a bigger deal than that. And it's something about that. For me personally, I find it to be kind of poetic. It's like, it is what it is. I'm a woman. I got titties, a butt, and my cooter cat. Do I deserve to be disrespected or assaulted for that? No, not at all. And it's something super poetic about that to me. I appreciate that. When I first started the video, I was like, who the fuck are these people? Because I was confused. I'm like, who the fuck are these motherfuckers in bikinis with shiesties on? Telling me how they feel. Like, I was genuinely curious. What the fuck? It felt random until I got the context of the video. And I ain't gonna lie, that's gonna draw a lot of attention in. A lot of motherfuckers. The first 10 seconds draws a lot of attention in. But then when you see them, it's like, oh, wait, no. This shit is a GTA lobby. What is going on? Well, like I said, I think it's pretty poetic.
Much greater issues with that man and just with men in general right now. I think it's sad. There is some good in raising awareness around, and I think that in a way their hearts are in the right place, but they're just so deeply misguided in how they are handling this situation.
Do you think he should be made a martyr for a community he never explicitly said he was a part of?
He didn't have to say it.
You just think the fact that he showed up with his dick out?
I mean, was it confirmed that he had his dick out? I mean, he has pants down. Was he holding his dick or anything? No.
So then how do you know he was a gooner?
I mean, when you know, you know.
When you know is right. And to Nautica's...
These motherfuckers don't have spider sense. They have the gooner sense. Yeah, we gotta finish this video. It's like part of this, it's like 33%, maybe even less than that, is like entertaining because it's like, oh, haha, laughs, but like existentially, this is so fucking stupid and fucked up and crazy. And it
supporters.
I won't say it makes me worry about the future necessarily. I mean, we always worry about the future. When do we not? But it's just concerning in its own right, where it's just like, the fuck do you have going on? But it also puts stuff into perspective, like, my life is obviously not that hard. It's motherfuckers out. I gotta stop cursing on these videos. It's people out here with so much going on that I couldn't even fathom being a part of or experiencing. It's a lot you could take from this video. The fact that this is goofy as hell, the fact that this is problematic, the fact that there's problems on both sides, but there's more problems on this side because this is just an extreme weirdness. But you can also take the fact that it's like, life obviously doesn't suck that bad for you in particular if it's people out here doing shit like this. That's at least what I'm taking from it. I don't know if anyone else can take that same sentiment, but That's what that's one of the sentiments I'm taking from it.
He was just as much of a gooner as they were, one among millions of otherwise anonymous men lost in a sea of pornography and self-doubt. But what about the elite crest of American society, among those with ample access to cash, women, and power? Is there a goon lord up top? Possibly. Shortly after wrapping up this shoot, some shocking news came to light. That former DHS secretary and vocal anti-trans legislator Kristi Noem's husband Brian had been caught in a scandal involving his own sexual preferences, wearing massive prosthetic boobs, acting as a woman, and being virtually degraded for money by a number of cam girls in the femdom sissy sub bimbification community. Actually, one cam.
The man is anti-trans, but actively goes to do some trans shit. That is absolutely, that is revolutionary. Revolutionary, my good man. That was unexpected, but this is a sad tangent, and it's not the main point of this video, but the fuck is the point of being anti-trans, anti-LGBT, whatever other fucking alphabetical fucking integers they added to? I don't even think that's the right phrase. I just don't know. But who cares? If you ain't hurt nobody, you know, like it. Shit. Plus, I'm pretty sure this might alter whether I grow, dissipate in subscribers or not. Or don't really give a shit. But I'm not a straight individual. I'm not straight at all. Men, women. If I find you attractive, I find you attractive. So but even before I discovered the full scale of this for myself, I never really, always questioned it because I didn't fully understand, but I never implied that what anyone was doing was wrong. I just always ask questions. I'm usually just curious. A lot of people, the crazy part is, I will say, with my experience all throughout life, and I've done this shit over years, a lot of people don't like being asked questions about that shit. A lot of people do. I would say in person interactions, a lot of people don't have a problem answering it. Online, a lot of them do not want to have these conversations unless you are a specific person, or you make them, maybe if you make them feel comfortable enough, maybe if you, I don't know, maybe the way that I executed it just wasn't, it didn't yield the best outcome or the most desirable outcome for either of us. But it from what I've experienced, it does feel like most people online don't want to have super in-depth conversations about like why they feel the way they do when it comes to the LGBT community, whether it be like them being against it, them being a part of it, for whatever. From what I've noticed, they don't usually have very compelling cases, or they don't usually want to make a case at all, which is understandable. You're not obligated to, but and considering how a lot of people are online, I can get why you wouldn't want to. It's being vulnerable for no reason with a random stranger, or even if you've known them for some time, it's still like, this could be used against me. The internet is weird, so I understand, and I don't shame them or have an issue with them for that doing that whatsoever. But I have noticed that a lot of trans individuals that I have interacted with or talked to specifically online aren't too keen about explaining why they feel the way they do, and some of them aren't exactly sure, which is cool. It's kind of like love. You don't always have an explanation for why you love a person. You just know you do. And I feel like it's like the same thing with that, but like with your own form of representation and your sexuality and how you feel about yourself and gender affirmation. You may not feel like a masculine individual. You may not feel like that's what you were supposed to be because you're way more happy and comfortable being this, but attempting to force yourself to conform to something that's automatically expected of you because of the sex that you were assigned at birth, it feels like it restricts you and takes away from your life experience way more than if you do what genuinely feels right without hurting people. And I won't even say without hurting yourself, because I mean surgery, etc., etc. It is some format, and the hormones, there are drawbacks to these things, etc., etc. But generally speaking, that's usually what I feel. I do slightly forget what my original point was starting that, but he's weird as fuck. The guy is weird as fuck. Because it's like, what's the point of being anti? And then he goes on to do some shit that's like very transcoded. Almost cunty if he wasn't the person he was. But that wasn't very cunt of him. We have to disqualify him from the cunt Olympics. the fuck am I talking about? Like,
girl in particular, who's yet to speak to the press until now.
What is the extent of your relationship with Brian Noam?
Well, he wanted to be like a big titty slut, so he was one.
I feel so terrible because when I unpaused the video, I heard what was being said. She said the words "big titty," and I gotta be honest with you. My eyes did fall. My eyes did go a bit lower, and peeped some what redditors would like to call mommy milkers, and I'm not that type of guy. It was the words being said, and at the same time, my eyes were literally just going across the screen, and I was just like. I think I need to edit this part out the video. You know what? Nope. We keep it at 100% real. It is what it is. I'm a man. I'm attracted to people. She looks good. She cute. She's an attractive individual. She really is. This shit is crazy, though. Those prosthetic titties are insane. And you're married? Bro. What? It makes me wonder, like, there are so many different lifestyles being lived on this planet. It makes me even more curious. I'm genuinely, I want to know the mental processes people go through when they do these things. Like, how are you openly anti-trans, but then you go do something like this? And then, like, your wife, to me, is bad. Like, I wouldn't be thinking about. Man, whenever I'm trying to do anything relating to anything sexual, it would just be with my wife. She's an attractive woman. This is not me trying to unnecessarily sexualize her, not at all. I'm just saying, like, if it's my wife and she's an attractive woman, man, I'll be in that motherfucker munch. Regardless, I don't know. That's just me. It's either I do it myself, like the simple, straightforward, bare minimum way, or I do it with her and try to maximize our pleasure and experience. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I get it. We have our kinks, but this is some weird shit to do from the position that he functions from and the position that he is showcased in terms of his feeling about the LGBT community. It's just crazy to me. Like, it is some beautiful trans women. Just like with regular men, regular women, and even with the everything beyond and in between. There are unattractive people and there are attractive people. And what's attractive to me and unattractive to me ain't the same for everybody else. And that's okay. But there are some fine, like, I cannot disparage. I cannot act like, some goofy shit like, they shouldn't exist, or it's weird, or it doesn't make sense. It does make sense. It just takes a little bit of critical thinking beyond that of your own bias, beliefs, and perspective to understand. It's like people being bisexual. A lot of people don't understand that shit. How they can even function and have a healthy life knowing that they're attracted to both sides. How can you even marry someone? But I'm not going to explain it because that could be a different video, but it's not that difficult to understand. It's really not. I know a lot of you are fucking weird and overcomplicate some of the simplest shit ever, like something like being bisexual or gay. But generally speaking, it's not that complicated. I'm attracted to both. If I'm with one of them, I'm with them. If I feel some type of way and I'm desiring the opposite sex, there's plenty of materials and things that I can obtain or gather to give me the same sensation, but I would never cheat or that's weird. Point is, and this is coming from an ex-cheater. Shit, no. I was young. I was a child. I gotta edit the hell out of this video.
My webcam clients. I had never seen tits that big on a man before. He would say things like, you're making me like such a girl, you're making me such a bimbo. I never saw him without his little tight little crop top. But telling him to put the leggings on, he'll be like, I have my leggings right here. And I'd be like, oh, go put your little leggings on. You know, turn around, spank your ass, give me a little kissy face, things like that. He wanted to be like feminized and he wanted to feel sexy and slutty. And I think that whenever he came to me, he got to be that.
I just can't believe this keeps happening. Like homophobic, anti-trans politicians just every time. Like it almost feels.
They're closeted homosexuals. Let me tell you something. Let me keep it P with you. And it's not even coming from a perspective where it's like, oh, he's not even a straight man. Why am I listening to that? Peep game for a second. Anyone who goes out of their way to unnecessarily shame or mistreat individuals from an opposing group or an outside group that they do not fit in as at a base level, it is a very high fucking chance that they are actually a part of that group or want to be. It's like when this happens on the internet, and like I said earlier, love white people. I love people in general. You all present something very important and additional to existence that I feel like adds a lot to just being human. Everyone. But a lot of white people have what they call black fatigue, but it genuinely just feels like black obsession. I don't be thinking about y'all ass half the time because I barely see you unless I go to certain places because of where I am. And at least on the internet, I don't feel like this is that way in real life with most people. But at least on the internet, a lot of you all, not even just white people, just people outside of the black race in general, will say the most unnecessary, rude, unprecedented, problematic, toxic bullshit about people outside your race, but you discuss them so much. It's like, oh, I hate them, this, that, and the other. They shouldn't exist, or we got to keep them away. We got to isolate ourselves from them fucking segregation. Fuck yeah, America. Fuck yeah, whatever. And it just be like, what, nigga, go exist. The nigga, what the fuck are you? Do you know how much shit I hear about that is being done either predominantly or damn near only by motherfuckers outside my race, and I'm not in this bitch thinking to myself, either publicizing it or thinking to myself like, oh, we gotta remove they ass. Oh, fuck them. I don't like them. Oh, this and I talk shit about everybody. I got jokes about black people, white people, Hispanics, every other race that I don't know because I genuinely don't give a shit. I'm just playing. That was a joke in this. You get my point. But so when you see these types of things where you're going out of your way to ostracize a specific group, whether it be on sexuality, the amount of money they make, so class, race, or whatever, it's just like, for what? Genuinely for what? And the fact that you don't try to understand the nuance, the possibilities, or like the actual statistical, the important statistical applications of why and how these things happen in a lot of these societies is just super disingenuous and weird. It's like, why the fuck do I want to hear from you unless I want to live in an echo chamber of individuals just spewing the same shit out over and over again? It's like, if I wanted to be in an echo chamber, nigga, I could hop inside the motherfucking booth and start spitting. I'm my own echo chamber. Fuck you telling me. That was a joke. It wasn't a very good one, but it was a joke. But you get my point. It's weird when I see that shit. Like, why is you making it even known? It's like when, what's her name? With the Harry Potter bitch. What's her name? Said some goofy shit about not supporting trans, and it was just like, it's crazy. I just found it unimportant as fuck, because it was like, okay, you don't have to support shit. You're not obligated to support shit. I do feel like it's a showcase of character when you make unnecessary statements about how you don't support shit. Or if people ask you, just fucking lie. You know how the internet works. I'm gonna be honest with you. No, dead ass. If someone asks you about whether you support something that you know you're in a position where damn near everyone is gonna hear about it, even if you don't agree, fucking lie. Cause A, it's not that big of a fucking deal for you to have an opinion against it in the first place half the time. And B, come on now. Even if you know it's not gonna affect your position in life because your shit has been built from the ground up for decades or whatever, it's still just like, just lie. What's the point of having the unnecessary backlash? It makes me feel like, yeah, no, you genuinely believe that shit because you felt the need to say that shit when it wasn't even necessary. Regardless of if they asked you or not, you could have just been like, oh no, I have no problem with it. That was a simple answer, simple response. I know nothing about the J.K. Rowling situation and how it went down or how that information came out to be. I'm just saying this based off what I think could have possibly happened. It's like, what the fuck was the point of letting anybody know that you don't like trans people or black people or whatever, or you don't support whatever? What is the point of letting anyone know that? Other than to get a bunch of people with the same goofy ass viewpoints on your side. What else is there? It's just weird. I just paused the video for like 5 fucking minutes to go on this tangent. I'm sorry. I talk a lot. This is who I am. I have a lot of shit to say about everything, even when I'm not well versed or like intellectual in that category, or I don't have enough information in that category. I still have a lot to say, a lot of speculation, a lot of my viewpoints of what I think about it, even if I don't know. And then I'm happy to be corrected or be given the proper information. I never have an issue with that, but it's just based off what I'm thinking and what I've experienced. It just feels very fucking weird. Can I get 3 big booms in the chat? Oh, I'm so fucking stupid.
Feels like a tired trope that just keeps coming back to
No,
life.
it won't stop, and it's never gonna stop. People come to me and ask me to degrade them for being Trump supporters, like all the time. Or
People ask me to degrade them for being Trump supporters all the time. Yeah, no. Hey, anyone who fits into this category, come here. Get close real quick. It ain't no weird shit. Let me just talk to you. Hey, man. So, hey, look. I'm sorry. This is a little urgent, a little spontaneous, a little random. But I was just strolling through the neighborhood, and I heard a couple things, and I was genuinely curious. Hey, what the fuck is wrong with you? Oh yeah, what's wrong with you? If you fall into any of these categories, what is wrong with you? I know we all do some weird shit. A lot of us got kinks. A lot of us got, but it's certain shit that I feel like is like, and like I said, I try my best to understand. I do, but there are some things that I find so baffling. You remember that episode of SpongeBob with the inspector when he told Mr. Krabs, "We've been Smeckledorfed." Nigga, I'm Smeckledorfed. Like I'm conflicted. What the fuck are you want? You subscribed to the presidency of a predator, a dictator. He's a micro dictator, and you're online asking moderately attractive women to berate you because of it. That moderately attractive part was unnecessary, but it's just like, I know it's not all just bad bitches. Just because the woman that was just on screen, at least to me, was a really attractive, I know it's not always just bad bitches. So I know you're on here. That's not the main point. Who the fuck is this Rent-A-Cop? Y'all just pissing me off, man. I did not start this video to get angry. I did not know what the fuck this video was gonna be for real. It's just when I saw 10 or 15 seconds of this shit, and I actually thought, yeah, no, I gotta record a reaction to this. I promise you, when I get done recording this, I'm gonna go listen to the video, and it's gonna have captured no audio, and I'm never gonna do this shit again. Because I don't know how to properly. And OBS Studio is fucking goofy sometimes. But hopefully everything worked out, because I would like to post this for people that might be interested, might be curious about my perspective, or
like people come to me and be like, I'm a cop. Like, can you make fun of me and things like that? And it's like, if you're paying me to do it, why would I say no? I think that there's certain situations where I can choose if I want to keep my discretion. And this is one where I don't really think that he deserves discretion.
Just because of like what his wife has
What
done.
the fuck? What the fuck? Oh damn, I called you a bad bitch. Damn. I gotta take that back. You ain't bad no more. You bad in a different way. You a bad person. You just hurt my feelings, dog. And I would have cracked too. And gave you all. That's insane. Do better, bro. Do better, bro. That was also a joke. If anyone takes that shit serious, why am I saying anyone? Like, any soul is gonna watch this. The fuck is?
Yeah.
Whatever.
And like clearly he stands behind her. Like he sat behind her whenever she was getting grilled about things. Like clearly he's on board with everything. So
Yeah.
yeah.
If you'd like to see the complete, uncensored, and buck-wild interview/episode, head to our Patreon at www.patreon.com/channel5. Link in pinned comment and description box. As many of you guys know, we are and will always be a totally independent international news organization who are only able to do things ourselves without bending the knee to a corporate investor because of the support of our Patreon subscriber base, who pay $5 a month to support the mission and gain access to early video releases, raw footage dumps, and an entire exclusive catalog of extended and uncensored content. I also use Patreon as a blog site to post weekly film photos and road dispatches as part of a written series called Field Notes. You can see all this at patreon.com/channel5. Ton of stuff there. Link below.
Channel 5 live worldwide, Hollywood and Vine. Fuck the authority, Channel 5 News. Channel 55. We don't fuck with custers. And 5 is the best number.
You know what's actually, this is a side note, and I know no one's gonna believe me, but when I was in high school, me and my friends, you know how when you're a kid, or even as an adult, there's like specific phrases that you and your friends find funny, even though it's not really funny. When I was younger, one thing that I used to do when we was in high school, when we went to class, I think it was primarily in chemistry class that I said it the most, but I said it everywhere, but I said it the most there. We was always like, did you tune in to Channel 5? And I don't know why. I think on Family Guy's Channel 5 News, or it was something that made me start saying that. I'm like, obviously you didn't see Channel 5. You obviously didn't tune in to Channel 5. Yes, Channel 5. Program sync out. Anyway, no, I used to get geeked off that shit. So to see this channel, and it's like Channel 5 is like a genuine thing, and it's some top tier shit. Like it makes a part of my childhood self healed like 15% just because of their existence. But yeah, no, tune in to Channel 5, man. Watch their videos. I love them. Love them. They're like if the Onion covered shit that actually existed. No, not that actually existed, but it like shit that actually happened the way they cover it. It's like that, but it's real, so it's a little bit more concerning. But it's real. But yeah, no, check out Channel 5. The Gooniversary. Every video. Channel 5 with Andrew. What is that? Callahan. Collagens. I don't fucking know. Whatever. Yeah, but appreciate you for watching, for whoever did, and if I won't even say if this gets a substantial amount of views, if 10 people watch this, I'll do some more. I'm a small YouTuber anyway. I don't really care if some people watch it. If I find a video that I want to review, or if people like ask me to review anything, I'll do it. And I'll express my opinions on the matter. Fuck Coachella. Not because of the event, but because of the people that attend. But yeah, goodbye.